Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried me. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them not like me. Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. You know business, me not care if them screw face, wow. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. You hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me not business, me not care if them now are ready. They hear me fun too much, too much, whoa. Them not like me not like them. Them not rate me and them no friend. Me don't see you care the whole of them are even. Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa. Talk the things, me comfy talk the thing, you hear? Talk the things, me.
Here now, when you want to know what's going on in and around Guyana, outside the Guyana when it comes to Guyanese, check out Let's Talk the Thing TV. We got entertainment news, we got news in the whole, we got all the gossip, all the street talks what's going on. So when you want to keep up to date what's going on, check out Let's Talk the Thing TV. Bully Bad say, watch them.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Bully Bad. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? YouTube gang, Let's Start the Things TV. It's your host with the most. Fire Feelers is in the building. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Tuesday morning. Yeah, man, it's the 6th of May. Like I told you guys, it's my birthday month. A few more weeks before my birthday, bro. So, you know, I'm definitely hyped. I'm definitely blessed to see another stone, you know what I mean? Another turning stone. Yeah, man, you know. And I always ask God to definitely cover me, you know, because I have such a wonderful and beautiful family that I don't want to leave right now, you know. But if it's one thing, you know what I mean, like I said, I don't believe in religion, but I'm a strong believer of God. And, you know, I read my Bible since from my mom, with my mom and so forth. Shout out to my mom. And, you know, he said, let the words from your mouth and the meditation of your heart be acceptable in thy sight, you know what I mean? That's why most time we need to talk positive things, you know what I mean? Yeah, don't talk, you know, too much of negative conversation we've got with we friends them or family members, or even negative thinking we've got. And all of these negative energy, whether it's thinking, conversation, exiting or entering your body, you know what I mean, that holds you and it could mess with your life, you know what I mean? So words got molding power. I don't know if enough of y'all could remember that. Since I growing up, you know, my mom always used to say, yo, words got molding power. So, you know what I mean, you gotta be careful with what you're saying. You know, like for instance, you know, some people it's like say, this is my last drink, or this is my last drive, or this is my last jump, or this is my last swim. Those are serious claims when you say this is my last. You know what I mean? I see people say this is my last, and that was the last, like literally last. Next day you hear they end up in some accident, something gonna happen because the words from your mouth and the meditation of your heart gotta be acceptable in thy sight. So you gotta mind with what you're saying. You know what I mean? And I always say, God, I wanna see my grand and my great grands them and I could go home. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? None of we imperfect. I know me do nothing bad that would block me from going to heaven if I get a chance to. But anyway I go, you know what I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day. Right now, me and they're going to fight did it. You know what I mean? But we need to start speaking positiveness. We need to start thinking positive. Stop with the negative thinking and the negative energy that you're letting into your body. You know what I mean? I was a serious man with my wife, with my kids when we speak about certain things, you know what I mean? Like one of my friends telling me, hey, I dead serious I said, "Boy, how you mean you're dead serious? You alive? What you mean you're dead serious? You know, you're calling dead on yourself? It's crazy. You know what I mean? But once again, shout out to everybody definitely checking. You know, I always have to come with a word of empowerment because one thing about me fire feelings. You know what I mean? I mightn't be no big book smart person, but I'm a very humble. You understand? Humble and truthful youth. I telling you, everybody imperfect, but I humble and I be real. You understand? One of the realest thing coming out of Guyana. So I proud of myself. That's why I don't have a lot of friends because, people like me don't get a lot of friends that keep it real because persons in this time here, so friends around this time here, so is friends that want to be with you and or friends that want to be your friend, but don't like when you tell them the truth. Don't like when you be real to them. Like we get do something stupid and I say, yo, there's foolishness here they're doing. They don't like that. They like to have friends in their life that associate with all the trash and the BS that they do in life and just sit there and skin it. Not me. That's not me. I can tell you how it is. And I expect you to do the same thing. If I do stupidness in life, do that. We's friends. You know what I mean? And like I say, if I talk to you about your stupidness that you do and you feel offended and you want me, your friendship to end, where you wasn't really a friend to me. You understand? Yeah, 'cause a lot of person can't handle the truth, Anyway, shout out to everybody. Like we said, we still there down the road with Adriana Young. Yeah, we still there down the road with Adriana Young, definitely. And it's getting kind of crazy at this same moment. I got some videos to show to you guys. We got some stuff to run through, definitely. And we're going to be talking today. Definitely the phone lines are going to be opening. And I really want to know what's your thinking because the word victimization, you know what I mean, is a serious thing at this said moment here. And you guys could remember yesterday on the show when we definitely played the conversation of the nurse, the assistant nurse, that was recorded without her whereabout, without her acknowledgement, without her consent of giving this man, you understand, the rights for record her. Now, yes, we run with it, we played it, it was posted on social media because everybody is fighting for justice for Adriana at this moment here. We are all fighting for justice. You understand? So, you know what I mean? I don't like it, and we gotta be real careful. And like since yesterday we were saying that, oh, you know what I mean? We hope that this female is safe and all right because we know credible information like these is crazy. But like I said, this information that was recorded, she was not told that she was being recorded. She even make sure if you guys listening to know you got a chance to listen it back, whereby she specifically said that hope you're recording me or and he said no. No, after this conversation has been leaked, released, we see whereby the Guyana police force put up a big wanted bulletin for this young lady. Now, this is something where I really want to talk about because the Guyana police force, it is like, I don't know what's really going on with the Guyana police force. And we really need to talk about the Guyana police force. You understand? Creation say, in my humble opinion, the only thing that makes sense is that leak voice note or that leak conversation. No, it got a truth behind it. Now they're trying to say is lie that the female is lying. This is what they're trying to implicate, that this girl lying. Bro, the girl ain't lying. That girl is not lying. That girl is definitely factual with everything that she's mentioning in that conversation. Remember, chat, remember, viewers, she was not, and I quote, she was not told that she was being recorded. So when I see these people, the Guyana police force trying to lock this girl up, like this girl do something wrong. She didn't done nothing wrong. She wasn't on social media. She wasn't doing a Facebook live, Instagram live, or TikTok live. She was recorded. She was having a conversation about the autopsy. And she was just venturing upon what she saw, how she felt. And she even made it clear in that conversation about victimization. And she even said that, oh, this shit is serious. I'm scared. I ain't want nobody come and harm me. You understand? That's a good question, creation. If the child died by drowning, why there's so much cover up? That's what I'm saying. Whoa. This is the thing why you're trying to figure out, and me really getting it. It ain't adding up. This thing ain't adding up, bro. Like, a 111-year-old child will get drunk, got the whole place in a chaos like this. The pathologists them lying, the government them lying. Is it really going on, man? Because we hear the conversation clearly, bro, with what the girl said, and the girl is not lying. Despite she didn't come out and she didn't say nothing about it, she was feared because remember, like she said, everybody had to put a name down who was around or who had dealing or who assist with whatever when it came to those that came to the autopsy of Adriana Young. You get what I'm telling you? Everybody had to put on them name. But she walked them smart. She ain't put on her right name. Because she don't know what's going on. This thing is a serious, enough for y'all feel like this thing is a play thing. Bro, y'all don't watch, I love to watch movies and I love to watch documentaries and these kind of things. I love to watch my movies, bro. And I'll tell y'all something. The shooting mightn't be real. Certain skit mightn't be real. But 90% of a movie is real when it comes to the context of the movie. For instance, when you see the White House has fallen and all these things, these are things that gonna happen. We see what happened to the White House already and all. Yo, when you see certain movie, it's pinpoint you to show you what gonna happen. Yes, right, man. Creation said the police has done too much. The government has too much. Right. No joke. I'm very skeptical with movies, and why I do it because I know it pinpoints how life is. Especially when you see those government movies and them thing, and you hear certain banner will switch out and start to fuck the country. Would turn the back on America and might selling guns to allies and these things. When they start talking, they say how the government don't care about us and this and that. It is truth at some times. When you see people say, yo, I'm scared to call the cops, or if a friend in a movie start to, yo, why you didn't call the police? He can turn and say, yo, I can't call the feds because they mix up in it too. These are things that is happening all around. That's why she was scared to even mention about it. It's only 60 minutes into the show, guys. The phone line has not opened as yet. Give me a few minutes, and I'm definitely going to open the phone lines, all right? Yes, right, man. So she was scared. Despite I see A brother come on Facebook and he said, oh, she should be held accountable for holding information like that and all this. And you see, not for y'all always they're talking about if a person freaking, they shouldn't be freaking. And enough people is just enough people is just nap. I see people go upon witness protection and how the fucking how the situations is sticky. People come and still kill them. Other them down, they need police protection house. They got police watching their property and all these things. Police can't police can't protect you all your life. And when you meet in situations like this, you alone could be the only person to make that judgment within yourself by saying, "Bye, if I talk, I might dead." So you trying to tell me because you fear you like the brethren came out and he said on his Facebook, you had support by all of the people them that fight for Adriana Young and this. Who give a fuck about the? What support we're talking about? Adriana Young father is gonna be around me all the time at my house, at my home, at my property. He's gonna when I have to go get certain things, are they gonna be all around me everywhere that I'm going? I hate when people talk illiterate and foolishness, bro. You cannot vex with a person that is fear for their life. You cannot be vexed with a person who's fear for their life and they say, "But I mean, feel like I can talk." 'Cause look how much people come out and talk about Double D Hotel and did not implicate their name or show their identity. How much people did that? So if a man wake up today and a man got some information and a man freaking forgive all this information because he ain't trust nobody, what you want the man do? He got to feel comfortable. He got to release this information to somebody who he could trust. And right now, how this thing is, you really got somebody who you know years and really know that for several hours gone by. Yo, I could trust this man here, so I can tell this man everything. Cause look at the girl. Imagine she wasn't even notified that she was being recorded. Although she mentioned it, she still get recorded. You see what I'm talking about? The government is against it because I think the government frightened. I think the government is as afraid. That is why they have a problem with it. Because even if I bring in me people and wherever, because so far what we get for understand, right? So far what really we get to understand, or should I say what I get for understand, is that these pathologists that came in to do this autopsy, Adriana Young's family did not request those pathologists. I want y'all listen me carefully. The phone line soon open, guys. We're not ready to take no calls. Please do not call. I'm not gonna answer no call until the show just started. There's only 20 minutes into the show. So just a minute. Okay? This is what I'm saying, bro. The Adriana Young family didn't know nothing about these pathologists that did the autopsy on Adriana Young's body. You know, like I said again, the government say that these family members picked these people. Now, all the time I'm thinking, because from ever since the first process, that's what the government said. Prime Minister and the president say that, oh, yo, you guys could pick who you want, we can bring them in, we can pay, nothing wrong. Ting. Now, when I find out to the nitty gritty, these pathologists, the family didn't pick these pathologists. The government is who bring these pathologists in. So it all makes sense now why these pathologists didn't come and do no press conference saying, well, here we're going on. This is what we found. From this is not what we found, and we feel like this and this. It's common sense, people. And I don't know if the leaders are not seeing that the people are seeing these things. It's clearly out there. It's clear as day out there, whereby we could see these things with our eyes. Why there's no why the pathologist did not came out and say, well, he had a special interview press conference whereby they learn the Guyanese people know what happened. Soon as these men them done, they gone, they run. Is what the leaders tell these pathologists that, oh, yo, you gotta go because it's big chaos in the country or whatever. No. They could have still hold these pathologists, could have still secure, made they safe. We taking them someplace that they say, because we all see that the little protest and the little riot thing what happened is just for a period of time, because the people them didn't accept what they heard. Because we know for a fact that we're supposed to hear more better than that. You understand what I'm telling you? Why the pathologists them didn't had a special with name, a special interview whereby they let everybody know what's going on, or even a press conference. If not press conference, an interview, but something whereby they could tell the nation. Soon as these men them done, they gone. Mr. Ali and some Minister Frank end up come and talk about what happened and what happened. We want to hear from y'all. The people them don't want to hear from you guys. The people them want to hear from the pathologists. These pathologists is what we want to hear from. Yeah, no press conference. It doesn't when I get that in the heat, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Real thing. So this is why I'm trying to figure out, like, what the hell is going on? Why the government doing, and we have to see the government, because it's the government is saying that they're helping the family members. You understand? So why is the government doing this? Now the family members say they want a next autopsy done on their family. That simply means that these pathologists that did the autopsy on Adriana before, they didn't know them. They didn't know them. They didn't pick these pathologists. It's the government did that. Now it all making sense. You see, when you put 1 and 1 and 2 and 2 and 3 and 3, I could conk. You now see what's going on. That's why the men them come and do no press conference and tell we nothing. All we hear is shit drunk. Come on. Really? These pathologists could have do something better than that. Something better than that they could have done. Than just coming and say, all right, drunk did and done. This all. And down to the father said, this all? Y'all is world renowned, like the Prime Minister said. World renowned specialists. Half an hour in the show, we're going to open the phone lines because I still got to run into some videos and so forth. So that's why I say I'm not taking no calls at this said moment, guys. So please bear with me. Everybody going to get a song, say what they got to say. Because you know this is the realest show whereby you get a call in and you get to talk your mind. Because this is talk the things. Let's talk the things. You understand? So don't worry, people. Everything is going to be okay. You guys going to get the chance to see what, get to mention what you got to get to mention. You know what I mean? Don't matter how you twist it and turn it. Don't matter how much people try to say, oh, we shouldn't bring the government and you show nothing with it. It's the government, as much as we want to don't say it, these are the guys them that is making this shit look kind of suspicious with how they're moving. Now for here where the young female came out and said that these pathologists know everything and they could have given the family a better answer than what they gave the family, but they didn't because why they was programmed. Somebody had to program them. Somebody had to program them, bro. No, y'all trying to start always lie. It's false news. What false news with what? Everything what the girl say in the voice note or in the conversation is truth. But these are the things set up, bro. You see, when it comes to exposing wicked people, corrupt people, bad people, is a whole different scenario. Like I said, you know what I mean? Down toward the one street, what's up? Welcome down, bro. Good morning. Yeah, man. Now, Melly alone, a lot of persons was talking about Guyana corruption, but remember this out is going on. It's until when things get real bad, then it's be a different scenario. Because look how much people this double D hotel life took by this double D hotel, or they took people life at double D hotel. And it wasn't like this, but what they go and touch God at 19. This is why I sit down and I said to me, say, but them and all a day like today must be saying, oh, gone by. Why I go and look for? Why we trouble this girl by? We know all of this. Or me know if them God must he tell him that, yo, you see this one here, sir? It's gonna be hell with this one, and y'all know we all doing, and them themselves must say, yeah, we in key. And them God must he tell him, well, all like your house gonna burn down and everything. Well, if I walk in, well, if I there do it, though, me, you know, and I hear stuff from the God why doing it, I ain't going to do it. But we ain't talking about ritual, and we ain't talking about, with name, sacrifice and them thing. We ain't got time with it right now. We don't know what's going on with the WD Hotel Authority. We trying to find out what's going on with this case with Adriana Young, with the autopsy that was took on her, whereby this conversation leaked, and now we hearing that everybody went in this thing. All the pathologists them was in it. Spiritual wickedness in high places, bro. What really going on is what happened. Now the family members want a next pathologist who they picking, and the government trying to give him on a hard task. This man coming to Guyana how much years, doing all things. You know what I mean? Doing autopsy on people and finding out the real results. Never had a problem. They never try to chase you out or stop you from coming in the country or allowing him to do what he does. But since he has been applied to Adriana case, he's getting the most fight down from the government. You got to say the government, because if I go to Jamaica, whether it's a specialist, a gynecologist, a pathologist, wherever it is, remember, hospital and these things is government official places, and you know what I mean? Hospital, police station, and these kind of things is government. So obviously, if I'm coming into your country, some farmer person in the government gotta know what's going on. Is either the health center, the human service, wherever. Those are people that facilitate with the government. So it's not like we're talking foolishness. That's the same thing I'm saying, sweetie. You understand? That's the same thing I'm saying. Suddenly, is a problem with this man for coming in the country for do your autopsy on Adriana. Why? If y'all ain't got nothing for hide, if y'all ain't got nothing for frighten, why y'all just don't allow what gonna happen, just allow it, let it happen? Then I hear that how they had Adriana body in the morgue or wherever, they didn't even had her on the freezer. Somebody turned the freezer off so Adriana could have started decaying. And you know when you reach that certain decay state, you can't leave the country to go and do no tests. So all that they went doing, who would do that? Who would do that, bro? If the government don't have nothing to hide, allow the family member that they do what they got to do. And this is the same thing I said, no, I know for a fact, if it was the prime minister daughter or infinitely the president daughter, Guyana would have turned inside out. So why Guyana can't turn inside out for your citizen? It coming like the same thing. It could be you child. It could be your niece, could be you know what I mean, your cousin, your sister, child, your brother daughter, or your sister daughter. It's like what happened? Everybody just moving the foot slow, slow, slow. Nobody doing what they got to do. Nobody acting in a pace or in the kind of way that they're supposed to. Nobody ain't talking the truth. Nobody's not being real. Everybody just lying. Is bare fucking lying corruption, bro. But I telling you, all of whoever facilitate in the government work or whatever, if you are know to yourself, you are there working for any government official for the country. Because last time I got a call from a female. She lives in Barbados. She's a Guyanese. And she explained to me, I telling you, she explained to me, she said she didn't want to call because you know how things happening. She want to talk to me in private. And we had a conversation, we had about a 10-minute conversation. Whereby she said that's the same reason she had to leave the nursing work in Guyana. Because she was a nurse. The woman said, when them doing all kind of foolishness to the people them, and she talk and tell them, yo, this stupidness you do now, you can't do that. Them telling she that how they are going to knock her off. She can't get no pay and she won't be able to work anymore within the health center or any health center or being a nurse in Guyana. That is the level of fuckery that is going on in the country. You can't work in for these people, whether it's a nurse, whether it's a police, or whether it's a soldier. Working for these people, when you see certain corruption and certain slackness when it's supposed to happen and you talk up, this is where you get in. Is either they want revoke you, they want fire you, they want pay you, they want blacklist you. That's why I never wanted to work with the government, bro. I don't care, bro. I telling y'all. This is where, and this don't only apply in Guyana alone. They have so much people around the world that you can't be real. This will show you how fake take over real fake, you know? People rather for you be fake. People rather for you accept fuckery in life and mustn't talk about it. This is how people expect you to be. If you talk about something, is a problem. If you stand up for rights and justice, is a problem. Yeah, JJ, not only in Guyana, this thing happening all around the world from since. If you working for any way, you don't have to be government for anybody you working for, and they have foolishness going on, and you sanction and say, yo, this is, y'all doing scunt or y'all need to stop. Violate, you're getting violate. Jaja, you knows, eh? You knows. I'll be jumping 2 videos and then we're gonna kick off with the phone. We're gonna open the phone line in a minute. Yo, this is crazy, bro. Next man found dead in a pool, a Rasta man. Breaking the police in Lenin have been called to Kunmal. Emilius Ward where a body was. Jeez. How are you going to this video? This man make a lot of sense yesterday what he's saying. You know what I mean? Now this girl arrested is beers chuminis. Take a look at this here. As you guys could see. So certain name was mentioned, certain name was called, and as you guys could see here, what it says. Now, I don't know who is the Frank or what name has been covered. As you can see, if you have never met her, why is the Guyana police force quoting, you understand, you as saying that you identify her voice and know she is a recent, you see the guys? Read for yourself. And as you could see, according to the police, attorney at law, Darren Weird, representing Young's family, and Dr. Cable McCullough, sometimes get mixed up with name, both confirmed that Louis King was not present at the autopsy. Dr. McCullough further, you understand, verified that the voice in the note was that of Lois King, whom he identified as the nurse aided who graduated last year. So he said he know the female voice. Then Hazel Wigan Turner said that was a mistake on that part. This person Turner said they always make a mistake. Father God, you know it ain't easy, Almighty God. It crazy. Let me
It's painful. Your asininity is painful. It's burdensome. It has become too much for us to bear. How can you, in your right mind, fathom that it makes sense to you? If somebody's having a private conversation, and that conversation is being recorded privately, unbeknownst to the person, private. That's the police doing it. There's a private conversation. There's no, I'm on live, right? I'm on live broadcast. How do you then take that private conversation that was leaked publicly, private, and say that the person is seeking to prefer the course of justice? Are you all normal? Are you normal people? Huh? Are you normal creatures? How do you, in your right mind, take a private conversation that has been leaked publicly and say that in that private conversation that has been leaked, there was no espionage, there was nobody recording privately in a secret recording, and a police officer from CID trying to find whether this girl knows something. None of that. There was not an investigative recording. It's a conversation between somebody who trusts another person, two friends apparently. How do you take that? How do you take that to mean that this speaks to the perversion of justice? Now, Mandel stood in front of a hotel preventing people from going to find Adriana, and he's not been charged. Mandel stood, along with other officers, stopping people from going into the hotel to search as much as they wanted to. And he was not charged. He's on admin leave. Other police officers stood there preventing people from going to find that girl. And they've not been charged with anything. But, this girl, this nurse king person you're talking about now, is guilty of a crime and her face is splashed across the world for being guilty or wanted to in relation to seeking to pervert the course of justice. What is wrong with you? Further to that, how can Caleb say that he doesn't know the girl? And I'm going to publish a conversation, because if we go in a private conversation now, Caleb said he's never known the girl, never seen her in his life, but yet he said the voice that you hear is the girl's voice. Huh? The person who presented that information to the public may be the one who wants to pervert the course of justice, because she didn't know she was being recorded. And if she doesn't know she was being recorded, then it can't say she intended to pervert anything. She didn't do a live broadcast and now.
Real thing.
She didn't go to do a live broadcast and say something for y'all to say below.
This is the same thing that I'm saying. You understand? So why is it the Guyana Police Force issued a wanted bulletin for the female? What really did she do to be wanted? You see the level of foolishness we're going on in Guyana? And I speaking on equal rights and justice, bro. What have the young female done for you guys want to arrest the young female? Huh? And this is the same thing I made the video saying. You know what I mean? When the people then was looting and all these things, the police force acting quick with other stuff than acting quick when it comes to Adriana case. Why is that? Why is that? Soon as this girl conversation get released or leaked, wanted bulletin gone up for the female. What the female do? What really she do? I want to know if Guyana Police Force, the people with the in the force are them illiterate, or is either them taking program from somebody whereby they just acting stupid and everybody seeing that these men are acting stupid. I know other police from other countries but they saying, yo, these men are them wild. Them men are stupid. When they seeing how they operating. Because wanted bulletin coming out quick for everybody else. But you never see a wanted bulletin for the hotel owner, son, or the owner. You never see a wanted bulletin for nobody who went, the man with the red mask, who went underneath the owner's son. You never see a wanted bulletin for he. And you trying to tell me, or you're trying to tell the people in Guyana that there's no corruption going on in the country? When we seen these things, bro, cover up upon cover up upon cover up upon cover up. Look at Ronaldo and Forginé story. The officer will shoot Forginé in the eye. Did he get arrested? Did he get was a wanted bulletin out for the police officer that shoot and kill Forginé with a live rungs that was not supposed to be using when you're dealing with protests? Is rubber bullet you're supposed to use. Did that police get locked up? Was a wanted bulletin out for that police? The sergeant that shot Ronaldo and killed him, was there a wanted bulletin out for that sergeant? No. There wasn't. That's why I'm saying it's like the police, well, Chano Star, bye. Leaders of the country, come on. Y'all ain't got blacklist me. I speak in truth, rights, and justice. This is what I'm talking about. This with me. Me, like I said, me coming on this channel for talk about politics. This is not a politics channel. This is a channel that created that we could let people know what's going on in Guyana and in the diaspora, and we could talk about it. This is a channel whereby I created for my people. Whether it's news, entertainment, news, gossip, whatever going on in Guyana, we talk about it. And if I see these things happening in my country, I have to talk about it. That's why it's a call-in show whereby people could call and mention and say what they want to say. Here we jump back into the video. Let's get this back.
Okay, you did a live broadcast like London, and now we hold you. You people have gone mad trying to for whatever reason, you're doing everything in your power to distract us from what really is at hand. Who killed Adriana? Who murdered Adriana? Who put Adriana in the pool? Who set fire to the hotel? Let's deal with those things. Who stood in front of the hotel lying that they have video evidence about that the girl went with some Orlando? That's what you're dealing with. We're not dealing with anything else. Don't try this nonsense with us, people. Don't waste our time. And remove that wanted bulletin for that young lady, because it doesn't make any sense. She was having a private conversation that was leaked. She didn't know live broadcasting anything. And let me bring one more for you before I go. I'm about to drive, so let me bring one more for you. One more for you. Frank. She mentioned Frank. She never said Frank. Anthony. How you issue a statement defending yourself? Are you the only Frank who works in Georgetown Hospital or any part of this country? Are you the only doctor whose name is Frank? She didn't even say Dr. Frank. She simply said Frank. And you rush to issue a statement that you don't know the girl? Why you do that? Why would you rush to issue a statement that you don't know the girl if she just said Frank? Who's Frank? I don't know what Frank you're talking about. You seem to know who this Frank is. Who is Frank? She said Frank. I don't know who's Frank. Which Frank? Remember Jaggy and Sue? Sue? I'm Sue. Who Sue? So Frank? Frank? Who Frank? Which Frank? Which Frank we talking about? Which Frank? She said Frank. She also said she doesn't want Nurse King to be involved. She didn't mention her whole name. How you suddenly put the girl's full name up there? How you suddenly put the girl's full name out there? She was speaking to the person in private and spoke to Nurse King. Who is Nurse King? How do you know this person is Nurse King? And who's Frank? Sue? 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 Frank? I'm Frank? Oh, Frank? Which Frank? Which Frank? Why are you rushing to make a whole statement, issue a full statement that you have never seen this girl in all your life? Why did Caleb say that he does not know this girl, he's never seen the girl, then he said he knows the girl first? So how is it possible for me to never know somebody? I've never seen this person, never in my life. I'm going to put the receipts out there. And then you say that you don't, Caleb is a girl's voice. How, Caleb, do you know somebody's voice if you never met them in all your life? According to what you said, you've never met this person. You have never met the person. The person spoke about Frank. Which Frank? Who Frank we talking about? Why did you issue a whole statement, Frank Anthony? And why are you going to arrest, why are you seeking to arrest the person who had Moshe, she spoke after Adriana died. So what justice is she perverting if she spoke after? You said the police were in the room recording everything. That's what you said. You said, Frank Anthony, because you incriminate yourself more now. You said the police were in the room where the postmortem was being conducted and they recorded everything. Well, show us some video clips. You don't want to see the body. Show us who was in the room. Because from that, you could tell us a whole lot.
That's crazy. Let me take the first call. Hello, good morning. Where you calling us from?
Hi, good morning. I'm calling from New York.
Okay, sweetie.
My take on this, right, is true what that the caller before said, that you need to get to the pathologist that went to Guyana and perform the autopsy, right? And then they will open their mouth and said everything that really happened, because this is real sad to know that whilst that child was in there and they doing what they was doing to her, knowing that her parents and grandparents was outside and couldn't get to her, that is real sad. I have 3 kids, 2 daughters, 1 son, 5 grandkids. 2 granddaughters, 3 grandsons. And it is real sad to see what is going on in Guyana and these people just covering up something like that to show that they don't have a heart and how cruel and evil and wicked they be. Thank you very much. That's my talk on it. Okay,
All right. Definitely, phone lines are open. 347-801-6231, guys, and then we're gonna go back into that. But, you know what I mean? It's crazy, and I'm telling you, everybody is literally seeing at this said moment here that something got to be wrong with Guyana leaders. You understand? It's not we alone say we seeing them say. See say is better than hear say. And people could bring anything, any news to you. But when you see for your eyes, you know what I mean? And we are literally seeing what's going on. Why these people them can't get the right answer is what's so. Is what's so that Double D Hotel family, the members, the family members or the boss man, is what the boss man really got so. Is what kind of information this man got for you guys make y'all and want this man go to jail. Or his son go to jail or justice be served to Adriana. I don't understand. 347-801-6231. Hello, good morning, caller. Where you calling us from?
Good morning, son. I'm calling from Guyana.
All right,
I got a question in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
They normally take bodies like that to Merriman's parlor. Why did they take her body to Ezekiel? All the murder. My brother was murdered. And they took him to Merriman's parlor. When the postmortem finished, then they sent him over to the family to do what they wanted. Why they took her to Ezekiel? Ezekiel got a record for damaging your dead. One of my relatives was at Ezekiel and they took him up to Barrica to bury him. And when they put him in the holy coffin loose up, Ezekiel does nothing proper. I don't know what's going on with these people. Why? There is cover up all over. That is why they did that.
Mm-hmm. Ezekiel got for know the government. Thank you for calling.
I'm telling you, share papers and all wrong.
Oh my
and they got
God.
bigger ones. They got white collar bandits in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my brother. I'm telling you, it's only time that when God involved, the truth got to reveal. Thank you, my brother. Have a blessed day.
You too, sis. Phone lines open 347-801-6231. 347-801-6231. The phone lines are definitely open. I don't know about Ezekiel Funeral Parlor. I never really see that. Where really Ezekiel Funeral Parlor is located? Is it located on the west side or in Georgetown? You know what I mean? This is what I want to know. Hello, good morning. Where you calling us from?
Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah, my brother. What's up?
Good morning. Yeah, man. Question you've been asking the other day. I tried to get on, but we didn't. About why they release the guy. Why if they never locked up the owner, you know.
I know that.
They just put you under protective custody.
Good.
They protect you from the mob and lose you out 72 hours so you don't look bad that like there was no evidence, no nothing. But you didn't investigate anything. You see? The next thing is, if they could have taken this girl body out to this country to do the autopsy, they would have got the right results. But once these people come in, they got to sign a waiver with the government. Limited what they could say, or if they don't want them to talk to anybody. And this whole thing is about money, power. John, do you have the power to sell if you have the money to buy?
Aye.
That's my own take on this.
Respect,
all right?
Respect, my brother.
Listening here.
Yeah,
all right.
Man. You see the people calling and let me know what's your thoughts on this whole situation here. And like I was having a conversation off the show with a person, whereby the person said, "Oh, yo, this is how the thing is, you know." It coming like justice is only for the people them that got money. If you don't got money, justice is not for the poor, it's only for the rich. So the poor man can't get justice because he ain't got money. And this is wrong. Justice is supposed to be for everybody. How could a country label as one people, one nation, one destiny? One people, one nation, one destiny. And this is how people being treated. This is how people being treated. I really think they should have really took the girl out of the country, but you know at the said moment she must even got, you know what I mean, you gotta find money for them thing. But I think the government supposed to can do that by helping them by taking the child out of the country. You know what I mean? On a serious level. Let me go and see if we get Nigel up on a live. Let me pre where he live is.
You don't just take things at face value. We need to.
Just a minute, guys. You know what I mean, guys? So the phone lines are definitely open.
Right? Good. So let's go beyond the gate and then try to put it through the happy. Okay? Right. Okay? Yeah. This is the son? No. Daughter? Okay. Alright, so it starts at about 9:30. Secure. But still, but the police are now in charge. Yeah, the police are now in charge. Yeah, right? Yeah. Alright?
Okay.
Yeah, but the
That's the next situation. I think that's the man that got found in of the pool. Right now we're staying on the level of this female that definitely you know what I mean, give out a statement whereby people are saying all kinds of things, you know what I mean, but it's kind of serious. That's what I'm trying to say. Just like with the caller, just don't call in and say. How we know he was in custody? They just tell we say he was under police custody, close arrest. We didn't know that. And this is the thing that them is common, them is sell we dreams, make we feel like this thing, this time, 72 hours after he get free. He wasn't even in custody. He was not in custody. So I don't know what's true and it's really that they're talking. Listen what my boy we name say here, so. Tell me if this makes sense.
You guys can help me here because I need help understanding this. If Nurse C. King was having a conversation in private with a friend who deceitfully recorded the conversation and leaked it unknowingly to her, how is she now being wanted for public mischief when she had a private conversation unknowingly to her, her friend was recording her? How is she being charged for public mischief? Now don't get me wrong, if what she's saying did not happen, she's a liar. Don't get me wrong, I'm not condoning her lies. She's a liar. But since when a wanted bulletin is placed out there, or a search warrant is placed out there for our arrest for lying, then lock up every politician in the country. Every one of them, Guyana Daily News staff should be arrested. The police that reported how the girl went in a vehicle and Orlando took her, he should be arrested. Our dear president His Excellency, President Irfan Ali came and briefed the public, stating to them that the doctors found that the body drowned and there was no signs of forced drowning. And then Attorney at Law Darren Wade came out and said that was never discussed. That was lie. And that could be presumed to be him trying to obstruct the course of justice. So lock every one of them up, all of them. And again, I'm not condoning lying. But what I'm saying, since when do we arrest people for lying? Anyone could see and understand that this was a conversation that was not supposed to go private. The girl even said, I hope you're not recording me. He said no. This girl never knew this was going to come out here, so she was not mischievous. She was not trying to stir up public mischief. What happened to cyberbullying? Is that not a thing anymore? Man, guy in the police force. You know, I have a lot of great police friends and family that take their jobs very serious. But y'all just pulling down this organization, boy. Y'all trying your best. Y'all don't know what it's like to walk integrably, to make honorable decisions. Y'all don't know the first step to take to make yourselves look like you're honorable or you have some sense of decency. Stop bullying people. You're criminals in uniform. Stop it. I trust that our heads of she's wanted. If she was wanted for questioning, that's one thing. But if it's to arrest her, I trust that our heads of state would put out something to see this girl get released. Because this is nonsense. I get some friends' life at tea, breakfast, and dinner. If y'all charge me for lying, let me look. I get some people I want to lock up. I got some friends I want to get arrested. It's like bad. Perhaps you guys can help me here because I need help understanding this. If Nurse C. King was having a conversation in private with a friend who deceitfully recorded the conversation and leaked it unknowingly to her, how is she now being wanted for public mischief when she had a private conversation unknowingly to her? Her friend was recording her. How is she being charged for public mischief? Now, don't get me wrong.
The same thing I'm saying, Guyana Police Force need to do better than this, man. And it's real crazy. Guys, the phone lines are open. 347-801-6231. 347-801-6431. The phone lines are open. Let me know what's your thoughts on this situation here, guys. Because this is crazy. You know what I mean? This is crazy. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? Phone lines are definitely open. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. Where you calling us from?
Marilyn, can you please take me off the phone? The hair, I would like to say something personally to you.
Okay, give me 1 minute. Okay, guys, let's give me a minute. Let me run this video here by the time.
That guy in Linden.
Yes, sweetie, go ahead.
That you think any one of we should be losing one of our sight because of Guyana Police Force mistake? Oh, come on, man. You're going too far. You're stretching it now. And there is nobody being held accountable? You know the importance of our sight. That is what guide we to go some way, to achieve whatever. If you want to go and apply for a job, it take you there. I feel for this. Me ex-father-in-law tell me ex-wife the other night, he said, oh, me must take down the video because me can't go back to Guyana. I don't need to go back to Guyana. What Guyana have for me? I do more for Guyana than what Guyana do for me. The PPP should show me some damn respect. I never threatened nobody in Guyana. They don't never ever have. If you look at since the, well, if you look back with certain things, it's the PPP kill Jagan, you know. Because them all of them start with thief, the man get heart attack. When the man see the finance minister start thief, he see this one start thief. When that one start thief, behind the back they start with thief. Jagan say, God, carry me to my grave. Watch me struggle and watch what them bastards this to do. Them not got parents like. It's them people them that kill. And then them a go and them a preach about Jagan and them a talk about Jagan, this and Jagan. And them murder the man. Them kill the man. They bring in. All right, let me clear up something, let everybody understand. Because some people run away with some things. Some people run away with the things. If you bring in a pathologist, to determine the cause of death, and that pathologist said that the cause of death is drowning, it doesn't mean that that person died accidentally. That doesn't rule out forceful drowning. Do Guyana have any police officer to do such an investigation to determine if the death is accidental or is a homicide? I absolutely believe so. Would they allow to go publicly to press those charges and give out their findings? I don't think so. Not under the PPP. Not under the PPP. These people do not believe in justice. And I'm very surprised. And you know something? I would love to, if the Prime Minister, and no disrespect to Kwame, but if Kwame and the Prime Minister, and there is another girl, you got a guy named Hamilton, and what's your name again, man? She had a problem where she was an American citizen, and they swear her in, and she had to denounce her citizenship. I can't remember her name, man. I'll get it the next time. If anybody got the thing, you can probably put her name up. You people, you should leave the PPP. And I will repeat, one time I've been to Guyana, and I'm not calling any name, and this girl have 3 children, and she's Afro-Guyanese. And she come to me, I'm not going to say what thing, but just to tell you. She come to me and she said, Shaka, oh boy, me and this guy, we live for so long, and we got 3 children, and then he gone and he left me. Me not got no money, we got nothing. Watch them 3 children. When me look at the kids, them eye water come out my eye. Me go help, me go make sure. Sure you get some help. I promise you. And me go and me talk to a PPP official. Me say, man, you gotta get them kids this. They gotta get some help because they don't have a father, they have a mother, the mother is unemployed. You know me feel like for cuss hard right now one third and misbehave right now, but me not gonna do it. He said, them a black man. PPP people. He said, man, if you been come with a Indian person, you know, first word I will help them. And then you got people like the Prime Minister protecting PPP. Come on, Prime Minister. You need to resign with dignity, man. I'm an Indian man telling you this. Me didn't want to say this, but me gotta come to this. I'm an Indo guy and he's telling you, Prime Minister Mark Phillip, resign tomorrow. Resign and leave these people. Why is there somebody out there?
Right? They need to keep pushing that, and they need to do the history. Ezekiel Owner was a former cop. What do they expect?
Okay.
Right?
What
do they really expect? And another thing too, artificial intelligence exists. Now, if this young lady having a conversation and she needs to get an attorney to take that person who record her without her consent, because he clearly said when she asked that he's not recording her.
Correct.
She needs to sue his ass. Because what he did is wrong. And number two, if you never see my face, I ain't give my full name. How the government knows me?
I tell you, boy.
Right? But you know what they want her for? They want her for no locked up. They want her to threaten her, because that's what Guyana government good at. Threaten you, threaten your family, threaten your life. You understand? And then put you now to go forward and say that you're lying on yourself. So the public seeing you as this big pathological liar. Everybody gonna have doubt in you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
This time it's only God and you know you're speaking the truth.
God. I tell you.
But let me tell you, whatever in the dark
will come
must
to light.
and will come to light.
God, I am.
When God said it, no man can do nothing, and delay is not denial. So they can delay how much they want. They can delay how much they want. Like I said yesterday, 7 to 21 days. All heads gonna roll. They're gonna start telling on themselves.
I tell
so
you,
that's my take. That's my take on today. Keep the great work up.
Thank you, sis. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wait no man. Wherever in the dark will come to light. And she got a good point with what she said there. Viewers and subscribers, I don't know if y'all really meds it. You know what I mean? Y'all meds it. Like it double day hotel owner got to be some family member with the prime minister or the president. I got a feeling. I just got a feeling. Because it makes sense with what you're saying there. Because why go through all of this for this man here? So like really? And you got to remember no, the 2012. I think it's the 2012. I can't remember. I think it's the 2012 with this guy that passed away in Double D Hotel. Remember, Double D hotel owner was arrested and charged for murder. When the PPP government, I heard, go into power, remember somebody calling, they give us that. When PPP government go into power, they release the Double D hotel owner. Because why? Because why? Now tell me if I got to get a specialist to tell me why. It is either they are friends, good friends together, or they are family members. You get where I'm coming from? So what she said it just now makes a lot of sense. This guy got to be related with either Jack Dio or Infernally. I just feel like though. Because me know what's going on. And secondly, indeed, the young girl was cyber bullied. So why is she being charged for what? Public molestation or whatever? Wait a minute. Creating public mischief. What public mischief she creating? Did she came out and say, yeah, them murder, them dead, them this, them? Did she come out do Facebook Live or anything? No. Something wrong with you having a conversation with somebody who you think you trust about something or your job. It's like I come home and I tell me wife, girl, this is what go down at the workplace, girl, and I see them man shove a man head in the fridge. Girl, and I don't know what Guyana right now. But me know. You understand? Me brother-in-law recording me. This is me wife brother. I just assuming something for let you guys know. Me know though. Is that public mischief? She had to feel comfortable around this person that she was talking about this situation, make she, open. And for of course, everybody know that she did say, I hope you record him, and he said no. So how that is public mischief? Oh, 5 years after release. Big up Creations. 5 years after release, according to them, for lack of evidence. See, he ended up serving a 5 year because there's the period of time when Granger was in power. But then after the PPP ended up winning the election, that's how come he got free. Obviously, that's how I'm getting it at this said moment here. Jennifer said all the attention is on the police, which is important, but what about the questioning of the grandma and the rest of the 12 adults and 8 kids? So no questioning for them. This is not normal. You got a point with that. Everybody's supposed to get questioning, Jennifer. You have a point with that. Because this is the same thing I say. That's the same thing I was saying. I was saying it's not like it's 3 of them or it's 4 of them went to this Double D hotel. The grandmother said 20. So she and 19 others. What all these people then went? What all of these 19 rest of people went? If it's 20 of them go, because she said one of the big cousin them was in the car. She didn't swim or none. She stayed in the car or whatever. So what all of them, would the 18, or let me say 17, or let me say 10. 10 out of 10, because 20, nobody is not a fucking soul and see nothing today. These people them just blind everybody. Well, iniquity would do that. Iniquity would do that. Creation say he is arrested and charged but was never convicted for what I read 5 years after he was released. Okay. So 5 years after the mean that he went in jail for 5 years and then he get released. Shout out to Rihanna. What's up, girlfriend? The people around the world have seen the neck on the PPP. We have them bad. We are not backing down. Well, they said they got to go. They got to go. They got to go. They got to go. Got to go. Now, on a real life level, though, we need some new faces. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna make it clear again for if any one of the PPP officials are watching me right now, I'm gonna make it clear, like I said. The only problem, and this problem is a serious problem with the PPP government in power, is something called justice. Is something called justice and injustice. That is what we're dealing with the leaders of Guyana. And I'm speaking upon what I've been through when these people was in power before. I'm telling you, bro. I'm a man that was interrogated, assaulted, violated, disrespected by the Guyana police force. And I'm talking about them time I was 21, 22. It's like 20 something years ago. And it happened every time the government is in power that people don't get proper justice. I see pregnant women get kicking them belly by the police. A youth man, if you see what them doing to the Rasta men them, a Rasta man got he nice top, he hear them man stop Rasta man put a bike, a Rasta man loosen out all the nice plat up thing with the woman do tea natty. For what? You understand? Chris said, well, it would sound like as if they was bringing hold on, or it sound like if he was being hold on, or hold on remand, but I can't swear because it's what I am reading from my research. All right, okay. Well, thank you, creation. You understand? I gotta get you up on this team. I'm looking for a team right now. Let's start the things team whereby, you know what I mean, all who equipped with getting certain information and them things, yeah, team. You know what I mean? Definitely on this here. So when we're dealing with cracking with certain things, we deal with it, you know what I mean? So big up yourself, creation. I think I'm gonna make you one of my moderators, so. You understand? I give you a wrench, so big up yourself. Justice for Adriana, that's what we're saying. All the time we're saying though. And we're not gonna stop saying that. Inside me. Harry said, in a paper investigation, every family member, even hotel staff, guest owner, police, security, all that was present on the compound should be, yes, of course, questioned subsequently. I agree with you too. I definitely agree with you. Rihanna said the PPP don't want to hear that the world justice that the, okay, misted hated words of them. I'm telling you, I know for a fact right now. I know for a fact right now they vex with what really going on. I know for a fact right now people upset. I tell you, but guess what is gonna happen in this life here, so every rope got an end. If y'all don't know, and Adriana was that end. Now I got an anonymous call last night. I didn't want to tell nobody nothing. But I got an anonymous call last night by a person, didn't give me no name or nothing. And this person told me, I don't know, allegedly, that the government is involved with this situation when it comes to the sacrificial and all these kind of things. Now remember, we did saw the Prime Minister was on his press conference whereby he mentioned and said people are saying that They mix up in sacrifice and sacrificial works and this thing. Somebody did tell me the last night. For some landslide victory. So Adriana Young is not a normal human being. Adriana Young is a special human being, if y'all don't know. A special creation by God. You see, watch how my skin growing right now underneath here, so. You see the girl Adriana Young? Remember when the spiritualists come out and she start talking about how Adriana speak to she and tell she what them do from what them in do, and how Adriana cry and say, yo, I want my mother, and them turn the double D hotel boss turn to she and say, yo, we got to kill you. And she plead and said, don't kill me and all these things. Y'all think it's joke? Adriana is a special being. Right now, all who was in this haste of her taking her life, all of them gonna feel it, bro. And they already feeling it right now. People feeling it right now. But like I was saying, I sorry that it had to be whereby she had to lose her life or they get exposed. But I know for a fact she gone to a better place because she's just 11. And we all know you start getting judged from 6. You get judged from God from 6, from the age of 6. It's in the Bible. I tell you, I embrace with my God. I know what's going on. So she's just 11. She's loving. She's caring. I know God is going to find a place for that little girl in heaven. And she, Adriana Young, at the age of 11, rocked the world. She rocked the world, bro. All the rest of people, like the lady that lost her son in 2012, said, if she did get that support like what Adriana got, she would have get justice for her son, but she still feel good with this hero people behaving for Adriana. She feel like her son is getting justice. Because the family is a quiet family, this is what she say. But Adriana family might be quiet, but they're quiet in humbleness, doing the thing, but they must get cross and angry when you come against them, violate the family or anybody. Adriana is a special being. You say, man? Jennifer said, yes, I know, bro. All the grandmother says she must have gone to the hotel washroom first time. This 11-year-old came to the hotel, so hug the child went, okay, hang. The child went to the washroom and not one of 8 kids went with her. I went saying the same thing too. But remember, Adriana is an 11-year-old, right? And it's like this. I have an 11-year-old daughter that lives with me and my family, right? My 2 daughters and my son is here. I have 2 more kids home, my son and my next daughter. So 3 girls, 2 boys I got. My 11-year-old daughter have sense. This is what I try to tell you. An 11-year-old child is not so dumb. Is not a 5-year-old, is not a 3, is not a 6 or a 7. She is 11 years old. She got a lot of sense. She got a lot of sense. Because the father and the mother ain't look like no clown. And you know from when your father and your mother is not a clown, obviously the children them is not going to be clowns. Because the children them feed off of their parents. I'm saying that to say this, is that it's not a problem if she go and purchase the bond by herself, because my 11-year-old daughter, we would send her to purchase some popcorn if we there inside the theater, or if she want a popcorn, she would go and get it, or wherever is the case. Even if we go to a pool whereby we could see she would go. If we think away, it's not no problem. So a 11-year-old, it's not like even 11-year-old can't go and buy a band for yourself. You understand, Jennifer? So I get where you're coming from with duh. But at the end of the day, she's still big. She's big. I don't think she got to get her family, her cousin, or whoever around them. But at the end of the day, it's girls. So you know, girl children gonna roll as one. Renee said, I want to know, when you go swimming, don't you wear swimming clothes? Why was she dressed in jeans? That's it, Renee, because before you go into the pool, you got purchase your bag. Now the grandmother says she already bought swimwear for the girl. So all she had to do is just get, and even if, you know what I mean, on this situation, if she didn't have swimming gear, because I think the grandmother says something with swimming gear, that she purchased that for her to change, I don't know. But that is the reason why she didn't have on no swimsuit. Now, it's not every pool that you have to wear a swimsuit, because you could put on a normal short pants and a little jersey and you could go and swim. You don't literally have to have on a bathing suit to go and swim in a pool. Certain pools might got different rules and regulation, but what she had on is not nothing bad for going swimming. It's not nothing bad. The main factor is that the people themselves for go in the pool, and never said for go in the pool, you got to wear swimming clothes. Them said to go in the pool, you have to purchase a band. That's what they said. So clothes wasn't no problem. She wearing the jeans and the top, it could be because that's what she would wear to swim in. You understand? On a real life level. Inside, man. Annalie big up and say, Annalie say, okay, Jennifer, point take. I got some crazy people over on my channel that is quick for pull people up. You understand? Chung say, I am not surprised that the grandmother is involved. A lot of persons been saying that also. Rihanna say, I have I have a very brilliant 11-year-old daughter. Well, okay, that's what I'm saying. 11-year-old is not like a 2-3-year-old. 11-year-old is smart. It's smart kids. Very smart kids. You know what I mean? Yeah, well, okay. Creation start, does she swim without swimsuit already? All right. Big up Ari, yes. The blood of genes is working. The blood of Jesus is working. They will be tormented. No peace right now. They are angry. And that a start in days to come, they will be walking around looking like zombies. I like that. That's crazy. Oh shit. Mendy's. I saw the video sometime last week. What's a lady that said she was contacted by the baby girl for me right now. Everything the nurse said, I put pleasure together now about the the bruise on her body. All right, you put in, yeah, all right. You see that? All right, let me jump into the call. Hello, good morning, Jenny.
Hi, good morning.
You're live. What's up? How you doing?
Calling from Barbados.
Okay. What's your take on this?
Oh my Lord, she's in danger. She's in so much danger. She needs to be protected. And the person that recorded her could have done something better.
That's what I'm saying.
To still she voice. And she pictures up everywhere. Oh my God. They know who she is. I'm here wondering, Bobby, if she's still alive.
I tell you, I wonder too.
If she's still alive. I don't think she's alive. No. That information cleared everything that about Adriana death.
Yep.
And he should have done something better than he did that recording.
I said the same thing too.
I'm wondering how he feels. You know, about her situation, know that everything is out and know that her life is in danger. That thing is hurting me. But God is in control.
Telling you.
God is in control.
Yeah, man, straight.
And I pray and hope that she's still alive.
Yeah, my sis.
Still
I
alive.
hope so.
Here, Barbados, pray.
Thank you, sis.
Pray.
Yeah, man.
So continue to do the good work.
Thank you, my sister. Have a blessed day.
Okay.
Yeah, man. This is why he's saying, I just hope she's safe. Phone lines are open 347-801-6231. Okay, creator Sata, as so far I recall from the grandmother, she changed her clothes and did already begin to use the pool. Okay, so she went in there, but because remember, no, it's not only she went into the pool, the other siblings had to be in the pool also, or started to be in the pool, because the grandmother didn't made it specifically by saying that she purchased bond for 11 of them alone, and she didn't purchase no bond for Adriana. She didn't say that. All she said is that Adriana came and said she wanted to go into the pool. And she already noted from the hotel that in order to you to go into the pool, you have to get yourself a bond. They never really made it clear that you got to get swimsuit or swimwear. You have to get a bond. $1,000 for adults, $500 for kids. That's what the grandmother said. I could remember me brain box, keep it right there. So the clothes has nothing to do with it. You understand? Yeah, the clothes has nothing to do with it. So nothing wrong with that. Enough people, I go pool and I see enough people swimming in the normal clothes. You know what I mean? So big up everybody that definitely checking in. Please give the video a thumbs up. You said the girl was found with swimsuit. Who said that? Okay, Miss Good morning to you. Welcome down to the show. An 11-year-old can be very smart and aware. Even a child of 5 or 6 can have an understanding. Of course, that's what I was saying. She's a big girl. You understand? Good morning, my moderator. Welcome to the show, Renee.
Hey, big up yourself. Big up all good-minded Guyanese people, them.
Yeah, man.
Let me tell you something. The day when them people show up at the pool there, from the time them people reach, them people at the hotel had the eye on Adriana. They had the eyes on her. That thing was planned. You right telling you?
Yeah, man, she's special.
Because let me tell you something. I don't know about this, what do you call it? This spiritual work or whatever they've been doing for sacrifice. As I heard people say, is a virgin they got to get.
Right.
Because they had a 14-year-old there and they didn't take the 14-year-old. Right? And my point, the way how they take Adriana, somebody had to call Adriana, or she went to the washroom and they kidnapped her from the washroom. That's what they did, right? Because I remember hearing these people say, when they go to the receptionist and they ask her, because they've been watching her from the time she went and get the band. You see, when they find the body, she had a VIP band on her hand. And when they asked her, she age. Could you remember they said that? They asked her, how old are you? And she said she's 11. From since then, they was watching at her.
Okay.
So when the people get distracted around the pool, somebody can either call Adriana or she went to the washroom and that's where they take her. Because the grandmother said when they go now, after they can't find her, everybody start wondering where she went. Those people at the receptionist, they were laughing.
I telling you about
Why they was laughing? Because they already know what happened.
Right.
They already know what happened. So they can't fool people. All of them must be investigated and go to jail. Because they know what they did. They know what they did. You understand?
Real
they know
thing.
what they did.
Real thing, sis.
Yeah.
No joke.
That's my take.
Yeah, man, my sis. Thank you. Phone lines are definitely open 347-801-6231. 347-801-6231. The number is scrolling on the screen, guys. Definitely you could call in and give me your take. Oh my God, this is so crazy at this moment here. I can't believe this. You know what I mean? I cannot believe what I'm really seeing. You know what I mean? But you guys could definitely call in, man. You know what it is. King of Night, welcome down, bro. Where you been? I have been. Watch little with the family. The family matter. I am concerned about the young nurse. I think they both, the nurse and the Frank Anthony, should take a lie detector test under the supervision of the U.S. government. That's what you mean. I think so. So some kind of lie. This all they got to do, just do a lie detector test and see what's up. You know what I mean? Jennifer big up yourself, but Raz grandmother said she changed off their clothes. Come on now. What was she wearing before and after she was found? Hello, good morning. Welcome down to the show.
Good morning again, bro.
Okay, bro.
I'll call her to 2 minutes right now.
Yeah.
Now, with the girl that do that voice, know that the guy record, right?
Mm-hmm.
They didn't recognize the voice, you know. They know was her by two things she said in that voice recording.
Mm-hmm.
She said that contact her. That's one. And she never entered her name in the sign-in log. That's two, right there.
Okay.
So they went back to the car log. The car member is Elizabeth have to pick her up.
Right.
And that's how they know it's her. Not by her voice.
Okay.
They investigate that. Check, come on, we doing this thing, fine.
Yeah,
so
for truth.
This thing, man. Mm-hmm. All right? Okay.
Respect.
All right.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Where you calling us from?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Yeah, man. Where you calling from?
New York.
All right, brother. What's your take?
My take, that's the right thing to do yesterday, you know? Stop the funeral.
Yeah, real thing. Okay.
Real thing. Stop it. We gotta get down to the bottom of it now. Investigate all of them, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta find out the truth, and it's real truth. That's why they're trying now how they want to jail this nurse now for not all. You know what I mean? They want to stop everybody from talking. They want you to talk anything. Anything you got to say, it become like, you know, you was the bad one when you try to speak the truth. So we got to get on to the bottom of it.
Real thing, brother. Yeah, man.
We tired of this, man. We just tired of it, bro. Just people just choking in the eye, and you can't see anything.
This is why I'm saying, you know what I mean? You know, it got come to end it. This got to finish, bro.
It got to finish. I got. So what they do? They bring anybody here, no?
I don't know, no. I gotta call the family member and here we're going. And I would glad for to bring the body to America for get this thing sorted out, bro.
Yeah, because if they get it done there, it's the same square one.
Yeah, the same square one. Them gotta get out the country.
Yeah. Everybody, you know. They're trying to put shut up everybody. Well, them do whatever it takes, right? Look, they want the poor man pay 500,000 now. What we gonna get up on? They want to send everybody to prison. No, but nobody not go to prison for that story yet. And they have bunch of evidence. A 5-year-old could see that man.
Real
You
thing.
understand?
That's what I'm saying.
A 5-year-old could investigate them. Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, my brother.
Anyway, you gotta push it, you know what I mean? You gotta put things out there, man.
Yeah, man, we putting it out, man. Everything good, man.
All right,
my brother. Yeah, man, we've stopped fighting. You mad? We fighting to the end. I don't give a damn when nobody say I fighting to the end. You understand? Now, I saw this live last night, whereby I don't know, but this man, like, he got adjourned to Adriana case. I don't know who is he, but the man went talking some real thing. You understand? Let me take a listen to this here. So you guys could still call in at the said moment.
Yeah, well, I need to get some people inside. So share the live still. Let's get some people in because
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, where you calling us from?
Yeah, I'm calling from New York.
Okay, sweetie, what's your take on this?
Yes, my take is the one who said the thing. It's not the grandma, I said the government. I don't be surprised it's the government
Okay, it's you, okay.
involved. So, too much corruption and all that. And the next thing, don't be surprised if all those people who involved watching the social media, listening to everything that's going on.
Yeah,
Family them, if they're doing what they're doing, don't mention nothing. Just tell the people them just keep the faith and keep praying for them because they're trying something. But don't tell everything because they're watching and listening and you don't know what they're planning and what they're trying to bribe people and because everything is about money.
Money. Real things.
Everything is about money. They need not saying anything. Just do what you have to do.
Definitely, sis. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's my take on it.
Thank you so much for coming through, man.
You're welcome.
All right. Yeah, man, I want to shout out to all the subscribers and all the new subscribers. Really. And the female is not lying, you know what I mean? Right now, definitely they got eyes on the ground. Remember I tell you all a man call me and tell me that, oh, yo, and the man call you just now, he started them want people pay 500,000 all them kind of thing just for talking. You know what I mean? And that's crazy because if I am doing something wrong and people feel bad about it, especially if I have a business, I'm running a business. You understand? A supermarket, for instance. And every time you come in my supermarket, you are seeing rats running around and all these things. Why would I be vexed or why would I be angry at somebody who speak about the rats that is running in my supermarket? Right away, then I'm going to take that as a constructive criticism and I'm going to go and make sure I don't have no rats running in the market, in my supermarket. So it's a case like that. We getting joking with I every day. And this doesn't only go for the leaders in power now. This go for everybody that leading Guyana or representing the country as a president. If foolishness is going on, we have to talk. We have to stand up. We can't get no favorism and bond favorism. We'll go for one, got to go for all. And we got to put down we foot with this. Because it's too long and these people been going through this. It's too long. Injustice. Injustice. Cover up. The amount of people will get killed and nothing came out of it. Under this leaders. And a lot of leaders too. What sense it make with proper light, infrastructure, roads and all these things, but the citizens of the country is not living, or should we say, are living in fear because they know to themselves, a man could come just so dry and slap you away and nothing not going to come out it. What kind of countries though? Then people not going to really want to go back to Guyana. Y'all really trying to chase people from the country. Because if I know to myself, this country is a country where I can't get justice, why would I come back to Guyana? So we need to get out the bad egg. That is what we need to do. I want y'all to listen to this man here with what he's saying, guys.
I don't want to go back to it. Share the live, let's get some people in, and then everyone can get the news at the same time, right? What you think about that? Huh? Everybody, add highlights in the comment section. Add highlights and add followers, please, in the comment section. No, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Let me do the others. Don't say if you have a clue, just keep it to yourself still, right? Yeah, let's just hold it still. Give me a moment, guys. Everybody at highlight in the comment section, please. At highlight. Let's get it over with. Get it over with. Good night, good night. Blessed good night to everyone.
I want you guys to listen what's going on. Listen carefully. This guy got a lot of information he's going to...
Yeah, no, don't say it.
A lot of information, guys. Wait a minute. Y'all going to get to hear what's going on with him.
Leave that for me. Let everyone get it together, man. At highlights, good night. Blessed good night to everyone joining in. Why can't I see how many? No. We're not keeping no secret. They don't know. They don't have a clue. I'm going to reveal it to y'all in a little while. Just a little bit longer, baby. FBI. Is it this one? You guys ready? You guys ready? Alright, so pleasant good night to everyone. All my beautiful people from all over the world. Alright. My brothers, my sisters. Adriana Young supporters. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. I was just wondering, I thought it was probably like 5 persons on here because I'm not seeing the figures at the top. Okay then. So I know. We got a special announcement tonight, guys. The Almighty, He gave us some victory this morning, and He gave us some more victory just a while ago again. Okay, so I understand. I get it. There's like over 70-something persons. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's get it. So my brothers, my sisters. Oh, I understand. That person is frustrated. Supporters of Adriana, supporters of truth and justice. Today marks a turning point. Okay, guys, you can. All right, I understand now. You can stop. You can stop putting the figures in now. Today marks a turning point. All right. Now, after weeks of dedication, right? Well, it literally has been 7 plus 5. Yeah, almost like 2 weeks. Tobago, yay, in the house. Big up Tobago, right? After like days and days and days of dedication, you know, constantly trying to reach out, sleepless nights, outreach, and relentless pursuit of answers, after so many failed attempts, apart from the big victory that we got this morning, where there is no burial, Jaxie Gibbs, I'm honored. Blessed good night to Trinidad in the house. I'm honored to inform the public that I'm Jamaican living in Georgia. I stand with Adriana and her family. I saw it from the way you text. Bless up to everyone in Georgia. Jaxie Gibbs, I'm honored to inform the public that I have officially spoken. Yes, man, big up Jamaica. I've officially spoken with Adriana Young's mother and her very close aunt. I've spoken to them already, but the conversation was really short due to poor connection. But we really got to discuss, you know, some things in depth tonight. And guess what, guys? After listening to what I had to say,
Abraham, want to say thanks to the prayer, man. Thanks a lot.
because remember I told you guys, All I need is 5 minutes or at least 10 for the most with this family, and I guarantee you, man. So guess what? They have authorized me. Hey, St. Lucia in the house, much love to you. Justice will be served. The family has officially, oh my God. The family of Adriana Young has officially authorized me to serve as their public justice advocate and international coordinator.
Wow.
They basically just put me in charge. I am talking. So hey, bless up everyone from St. Vincent, man. Bless up everyone from St. Guys, this is a big victory. This is a big victory.
I want you guys listening. Oh, this man gonna spill a lot of things you guys don't want to hear.
This is a big victory. I told you guys, I think, was it last night? People keep telling me, no, that the auntie said, no, they're going to the funeral. No. The father came on live. I said, look, once I even get 5 minutes, 5 proper minutes with these people, or 10 for the most, let's give God the glory for this. Because like I told y'all, Pharaoh did the same thing. Pharaoh, that's what I keep saying that from yesterday. The Almighty sent Moses on numerous occasions. Pharaoh keeps saying, no, I would not do it. No. And then at the very last minute, boom. This is how the Almighty works. This is how the Almighty works. Guys, this is such a big deal. Like, they were so humble. And guys, you know what? When they read the first document that I prepared, right? Because I prepared like a whole bunch of documents already. Ready to go. And I brought a few samples here with me tonight. For the FBI, for Scotland Yard, you know. For the RCMP, that's in Canada. This family is finally going to get their justice. Look, look at this emoji. Hey, thanks for the hug, man. Thanks for the hug. Yeah, so we're going to build a GoFundMe, but we got to do it professionally and strategically. It cannot be like the first original GoFundMe, all right? But yeah, guys, this is a big score. This is actually, for those who don't know, this is what the family needed. This is what the family needed, y'all. This freaking lawyer needs to go. He been bullshitting that family, man. Nobody comes to me. Okay, he's been a good lawyer to the locals, fine. This lawyer has been a crook to this family.
You guys hearing? I want y'all listen carefully, share up the live, like up the live. Listen what this man saying.
God is in control, for real. This family told, listen. This family told me, when they heard the first document, they said, this is what we've been waiting for all along. This is what we need right now. I'm telling you, Mr. Gibbs. The mother said, yes, of course. The auntie, the same auntie who was on the camera speaking, no, we don't have the results. What the results of what? But the results of the results I was looking for, the results Adriana needed, we just got it right now. I'm not hesitating. From first thing tomorrow, please God, boom, FBI, Scotland Yard, United Nations, all of these, Interpol.
Hello, good morning.
Nah, I think I got the wrong number, brethren.
Oh, you don't call him on the show?
Yeah, I ain't got the right number. This is what I forgot the number.
Is the show you contact, you're connected to, you got turned on your TV. Don't watch your TV.
Listen to this now. Don't feel no way. I don't want to go live with the program.
They're getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need to.
Okay, when you say something sung wrong, what you mean? Somebody's saying, Shanika Campbell is saying something sung wrong. Talk to me. Shamika, we waiting on you. Shanika Campbell, you say something sung wrong, what you mean? So guys, I am not the person who's going to be like in the courtroom itself, but I'm going to be the person putting together the whole entire defense strategy together for this family. I already have it. I'm the one who's going to be giving the instructions. If you understand what I'm saying. Someone is kicking you off. Someone is asking what is the results? The results of what? The family gave me the authority to represent them internationally. Okay, don't worry, you're going to get the truth tomorrow. Y'all going to have to get like the truth tomorrow from the family themselves, all right? From that country, all right? I'm well known in my country. All right? I don't need anything. And like I said, I'm doing this from my heart. Well, anyone make any negative comment, I'm always quick to block them and stuff. Ban them from the live. All right? Yeah, maybe I need to stop reading comments. Mandy? I don't like that. This is, you know, like it's disrespectful to know. I'm not even from that country, man. And I saw what's going on. The family thought, listen, they almost buried all the damn evidence today. They almost buried all the evidence today. How can a lawyer allow that? So nobody come here and tell me, oh, it's not time to say who didn't do this or didn't do what. They almost buried all the flipping evidence today that we needed in order to bring these people down, these monsters who are responsible for that little girl. All right? So allow me to continue, okay? So like I said, I am not going to be the person representing them in the courthouse. I'm not going to be going to any courthouse or nothing like that. Yeah, I just did. Any disrespectful comments, I'm going to be the first one to block you.
Bro, let's go ahead with the shit. Stop reading the comments.
So let me just continue, all right? Because, all right? Just give it a little while. It's nighttime. They got a whole bunch of people at their house. Look, somebody told me every single day and night is a whole big crowd of people down there. And so when I call, it's very noisy, you know? So, she told me, the both of them told me it's a go. I didn't even wait for them before I started producing all my documents and everything. I already started working even before they gave me permission. And don't thank me. Don't never thank me. I don't want anyone to thank me at all. If you got to say thank you, just say thank God. Thanks to Yeshua. Thanks to Yahweh. Thanks to Jehovah, Jesus, whoever you want to thank. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no thanks. I'm from Grenada. The photo in the profile picture, that's actually me. There's a reason why I'm not showing my face on live for now, but you guys are going to see my face on live, all right? But if in case you just want to have an idea for now what he looks like, the exact photo in my profile pic, that is me, all right? And yeah, I'm not doing this for no money. I'm not going to be taking no payment. My payment will come from the Almighty. I already asked the Almighty what I wanted. And that's spiritual blessing. So let me go ahead with what I had to say, what I prepared, right? So I, Jexy Gibbs, am honored to inform the public that I have officially spoken with Adriana's Young's mother and a close aunt, Miss Amika, if I remember correctly. And they have authorized me. They have authorized me to serve as their public, listen carefully what my title is. Thank you. As their public justice advocate. As their public justice advocate and international coordinator. All right, listen carefully. You're going to find out what's happening. So the parents of Adriana Young, they just authorized me to represent them as their public justice advocate and international coordinator. Right? Now, this is not a title I take lightly. It is a divine calling, a forensic and autopsy request, push for an independent second autopsy to be conducted in a neutral, international, respected country like the US, Canada, or the UK.
All right, let me take a little pause right there. You understand? Now, basically, that brother, I saw that live last night, definitely, and I don't know, but he said that he got on to the family members and so forth to be the advocate, you know what I mean? He's going to be giving them certain information that they definitely is going to want or definitely is going to need, you know what I mean? But he said today, the family members are, that live was last night. So he said today the family members are definitely going to get all of the receipts that he's preparing for them. Because so far since what he showed them say, yo, this is what he wants to see. Understand? Now I don't know if it is real or real not, but he sounds like he's a credible guy. You know what I mean? I know a lot of persons are doing all kind of thing, but he sound vulnerable. I don't know. He does sound vulnerable. Strugglers or Striglies, or if I'm pronouncing it right. Big up yourself. Welcome down to the show. Got a comment here. Everything does not need to be shared over the media. Talk to the family in private, and you don't share everything. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Who is the person? Is a guy from St. Lucia, I think. He said that how he got onto the family members, whereby you just heard he said that how he been following the situation along and he wanted to reach out to the family and help them, but he was not getting through, but he finally got through. And he presented some documents to them whereby with certain stuff. So we gotta wait until the family members share what he's saying, but I'm not gonna go through the whole thing. It's just that last night, certain things what he said really made sense. Sorry, I stepped away for a live help someone. It's okay, friend, it's okay. Alakak, pick up yourself. If the song too good to be true, then it's untrue. I am skeptical of the claims of this person saying that the family made him their international representative. I don't know neither. You know what I mean? Mad people don't come and do the just like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's something still good. Because you know that let me tell you something. You see in this life here, so sometimes we end up putting our whole focus on persons that is against us, persons who don't love us, persons who hate us, persons who we can't trust, and all these things. Till we eyes cast with the people them who want to work with us, who want to fight with us, who want to run with us, who want to make us get that justice. You know? So it's not a problem if somebody really wants to help. Once it's a genuine help from their heart, I could understand. So I don't know if the family members did make this man their international representative with giving information with certain things. I don't know, but it was just something good for me to bring to the forefront. But still, we got to wait and see what will come out of the whole situation at the end of the day, guys. Okay? Well, like I said, a lot of persons are saying all kind of stuff, all kind of thing. But it is what it is at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like up the live, guys. Like up the live for me. We got a few more minutes up. Yeah, I don't know the thing already. Just like up the live, please. I'm begging you, please and thanks. Now this is something that I want to ask you guys. Do you guys think that Adriana's family should take compensation? Do you guys really think that? Or should we say, do you guys feel compensation is justice? I want to know from you guys, and definitely the phone lines are here. I want to know what you think. Because what happened is that they got a video here whereby James Bond, Mr. James Bond, came out and said that the parents should have taken compensation because he feel that compensation is justice. Now, we know in America here, sometimes, yes, compensation could be justice because, you could be compensated for your loss, the time that you waste, the money that you spend to go back and forth and all these kind of thing. But there's not a lot of parents or a lot of people that believe in compensation like that. To me, compensation could come like in a car accident. Somebody come and damage my property. But when it comes to life, you know what I mean? When it comes to life, I don't feel there's like the father said, there's no amount of money could bring back that child. I could bring back my car front. If my porch get knocked off by an excavator that was working over by a neighbor and them swing the excavator and hit my porch and damage it, I could get back a porch. Can I get back a child? Can I get back a child? So I want to know from you guys, do you feel the father or the family member should take compensation from the government? Or they're trying to pay them off to sweep it under the rug? Let me know. 801-347-801-6231. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning once again.
Yes,
No
sweetie.
compensation. No compensation. Compensation is
All
only gonna make the murderer stronger and go out there to murder someone else.
Good.
What they're doing is saving our children from the hands of those cruel bitches.
Hallelujah.
No compensation is worth that child's
Yes.
life.
Thank you. That is it. 347-801-6231. The phone lines are open. You understand? Call in, guys. My brother, oh shucks. Oh no, sorry there, brother. Sorry there, my brother. I'm sorry there, my brother. Go
to an automatic voice message.
I'm sorry there, driver. I accidentally hit the phone. I'm sorry.
Your call has been full.
I'm trying to call you back, but call back. Call again, driver. Sorry, brother. I go for answer the call, but hit the wrong button. Well on there, driver. Well on. I gotta put you on speaker. Well on, my brother. Yeah, driver. Good morning, my brother.
Pleasant good morning to you.
Yeah,
Pleasant
man.
good morning to your viewers.
Yeah, man.
And all who is listening in.
Yeah,
now,
man.
let me tell you something, and take this from me. It's funny when you got one of the so-called intellectual minds in Guyana, a figure like James Bond, could come and say this. It sounds so, it's profound ignorance.
I
Believe
swear.
me. Let me tell you something. Did he took compensation for those shots they give him in his back? Because he gets some shots from them, you know.
Yeah, I can remember.
I want to know, he need to come live and let me know if he was compensated for those shots that he got in his back.
Yeah.
So when you say, let me tell you, a lot of people perception of life is different. You feel me? Let me tell you, when you start thinking that
money is worth more than life, you're in a dangerous place, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
You're in a bad place. And that is the situation we live in where a lot of people feel money is actually worth more than life.
Yep.
And I beg to differ, Mr. Bond. I beg to differ. Why you pull up them shots we had in the back? I want to know if Mr. Bond was compensated and did he take that money?
This is what we got for no indeed. That's what we want to know,
Because
Mr. Bond.
Mr. Bond, you is one what they would call you, bro? You're like a house slave or worse.
I telling you, real thing.
For real.
For
when
real.
I see how you used to going on against this same government in power,
I telling
and
you,
right now, the way how you embracing them, it shows me clearly who you are. And you is somebody I used to have a lot of respect for that I have zero respect for right now. Zero. When I had you down as an intellectual mind, for you to come and utter that total nonsense on your life, that money is equal to compensation for a life. Trust me, your law degree, your lawlessness degree, furthermore, it needs to be garbage. You don't see why you feel people don't support your business right now and it flop and pop down. I hope they compensate you enough so that you ain't even gonna run the business to make money no more. And I'm addressing you as Mr. Bond. You's not no Mr. Bond. You is just James right now, boy. And you're calling you boy? Because this is how they see you as a boy, James. James Boy Bond.
I tell
so
you.
Get from here
Tremendous
with your nonsense,
stupidness.
y'all. This who people look up to like y'all is intellectuals in this land. Y'all is idiots.
I tell
Mr.
you.
Bond, no respect I don't have for you, Bond.
Real thing, my brother.
Total rubbish.
Real thing, my brother.
I want to know, bro, you got shot up in your back and people felt your pain.
Yeah, man.
Right now I see who you is. You is a big time. If sellout was a person, James Bond is that.
Of course.
If sellout was a person,
James
Bond is sellout, bro.
Yeah,
that
man.
is my take. James Bond could get from here.
My brother. Yeah, man. And I went saying the same thing too. The same thing I went saying. 347-801-6231. 347-801-6431. The same thing I was saying. Yeah, I telling you, I'm surprised to see how he's behaving at this said moment. Like totally, like for real compensation. How they could bring back my child. Let me know from you guys. You feel compensation the parents should have took? For what? I know when Mr. and Mrs. Talawa, Mr. and Mrs. Talawa, Sato, we are using the word wrong, brother. It's not compensation, it is lawsuit. After finding them guilty for murder, persons alone is not enough. They should be sued for everything they have earned. And we know, thank you for that, Mr. and Mrs. Talawa. And you know what I mean? We know what it is. Like I said, in America, I came to America and there's so much things that I learned than when I was back home. Because, you know, because the country's a third world country, or they mistreat you sometimes, you know? Yeah, and I can remember, you know, before the internet was so, guess so how it get. Before a song reached to Guyana, it got for bus in America, then it reached to Guyana, no. Not now. So the times change. So we know lawsuit, of course. And I came to America and I see, but this is what I'm saying. I feel to myself that compensation or lawsuit should be happening upon a different base. Now, when it comes to somebody's life that was taken. You understand? Renee, big up yourself. Guys, the phone lines are definitely open. The number is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, guys. Always remember, look at the bottom of my screen. They have something is scrolling. They have all my information there, my WhatsApp information. I mean my Cash App information. And it also lets you know you could follow me on IG and everything. Also, the number is right there. You see, say hotline 347-801-6231. I got my website there, everything. So let's look at the bottom of the screen that it's scrolling across. Colin, let me know what's your thoughts on this. You understand? Okay. P. Alakak said, if the conversation is from the government with no conduction, not having to end all investigation and take the money, it comes from the nation coffee, not the PPP pocket. It's your money. Okay. So basically you trying to say, is it taxpayer money them giving you? But what does that done really, like you're saying? When you collect compensation now, all the investigation done, that mean that you're done with whatever. You don't want to know nothing about your children. You don't want to know nothing about your child, your husband, your wife, none of these things. You just collect some money and you say, fuck it. Like tell you something, not on me agenda, not on me book, that can't happen. I don't want no money for me child. I want to find out Guyana. If I could sue you for everything we got, then. But I want to know properly what really happened to my child. Now listen this.
Queen's Rap Media and News Reporting. PPP's James Anthony Bond under fire after telling viewers he told Adriana Young's father that compensation is justice. James Anthony Bond, the former opposition figure now firmly in the camp of the ruling People's Progressive Party PPP, has ignited national outrage after stating during a Facebook Live broadcast that he told the father of slain 11-year-old Adriana Young that compensation is justice. Bond's on-camera admission has been widely condemned as tone-deaf, manipulative, and part of a broader PPP strategy to pacify grieving families with cash instead of delivering truth and accountability. His words, delivered not in private but proudly relayed to the public, are being seen as a calculated attempt to normalize the government's practice of silencing pain with payouts. What Bond did wasn't just disrespectful, it was a betrayal, said one community activist. Telling a father who lost his child under suspicious circumstances that a few dollars count as justice is morally bankrupt.
Compensation is justice too.
Bond's statement is now fueling speculation that he has become a PPP handler, dispatched to emotionally disarm families and persuade them to abandon their calls for answers in exchange for hush money. Critics accuse him of weaponizing his platform to push state-sponsored appeasement, not justice. The comment comes amid growing public frustration over the lack of accountability in Adriana Young's death. While the government attempts to downplay outrage, Bond's own words may have confirmed what many already believe: the administration is more interested in paying people off than delivering justice. Injustice wrapped in currency is still injustice. This is Philip Reese reporting for Queen's Rap Media.
You hear what the man said there? They want to hear back the little piece we just said about. Hear what the man said.
For Queen's Rap Media and News, this is Philip Reese reporting for Queen's Rap Media and News. And currency is still injustice, delivering justice. Injustice wrapped in currency is still injustice.
Injustice that wrapped in currency is still injustice. So Mr. Bond was telling the people them that all compensation without justice, without literally knowing what happened to your child, what happened to your loved ones. Bro, like said, hey, me, I never was licky. I was never licky. You understand? Hello, good morning. Hello. Come on, guys. When you're calling, y'all know what to do, man. Just don't act like a fool. I want to know 347-801-6231. The number is scrolling right at the bottom of the screen. You understand? I never was licky. I know about me a little bit, stretching and doing what I could do, and I comfortable with that. For you comfortable, you're going to push a couple $1 million inside of my hand, and I must just forget about it. So that simply mean when you give me them couple million there, I can't talk nothing, I can't try raising up nothing, I can't try doing nothing pertaining to my daughter or my loved one that I lost. Basically, this is what you're trying to say. Hello, good morning. Hello?
Yeah, now you're.
Now I hearing you, bro.
Yeah, what going on?
Yeah, mama there. So where you calling from?
Yeah, no, the States, man.
All right, cool. That's good. What's your take on this?
All right, you know what going on. You see that situation, yeah? The people them who are responsible for paying in every way possible. First of all, we could just rubbish the nonsense that money is justice. That cannot be justice.
Real talk.
But at the same time, the people them for pay in every way. See? They could go to prison for the rest of them life and then they feel it in their bank account. Everybody who is involved in the cover. See? Because this little girl there, probably she was even going to be who to tell if she wasn't going to be the breadwinner for the family then?
That is what I said.
Out of whatever, if they are in any kind of poverty. I'm not assuming that they are.
Real
I'm just
talk.
talking just basic common sense reasoning. See?
Straight.
Now, when you people are talk about compensation is justice, brethren, them think they just make my blood boil. Them think they make my blood boil because I mean, I say, how could you be so heartless and wicked for things say? That is even something you should even verbalize out of your mouth. What kind of makes you a whole?
Telling you.
You're not going to say them kind of people. No, let me tell you this, because I'm not going to stay on it, because I'm going to drive across the country, see?
Yeah, my brother.
But you are going to know, brother, I'm disturbed big time. And I'm sorry for what I'm going to say right now, because I know it's about really drag on some people's heart. But we can't stop think, brethren. Oh, this little girl must have begged, plead, cried, scream, and all of that. You're talking about an 11-year-old baby in a brethren.
True.
An 11-year-old baby there on somebody who probably don't even know anything. She don't even recognize this person, and this person is putting in the hand for her in that. You can't even look in the level of fear of this girl. This girl probably died not just from drowning, but also from fear. Maybe this girl died a couple times over. Probably this girl died more than once in a brethren. Maybe fear killed the girl and down until the girl in that.
Judge, yeah.
Imagine, brethren, imagine. You imagine yourself. What kind of terror this little girl must have been through, brother? What kind of terror this little girl must have been through? The swelling of her hands, a flash, I try to defend herself against somebody who she don't have no strength.
Yo, crazy.
Brother, I'm saying my heart tear up, me actually thing. My heart tear up, brother. We can't, I say I can't shut my eye without seeing these things because I am a girl dad, brother. I am a girl dad. Seeing? Them people have to pay them to go to school for the rest of their life. Everybody who was involved in the cover up. Everybody who did this crime against this little girl, brother. So, sorry for all of the people them who this probably just wash up them day, but we have to say it, my brethren. We have to say it.
No joke, brother.
Say it, brother.
Thank you, man.
And if there's somebody who is listening and also you're involved, make your conscience be a guide and come talk the truth, man. Come talk the truth. Make your conscience be your guide and come talk the truth.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
You can't baptize and go ahead after this. We don't come repenting. Everybody run to the church for no rescue. They run to the church for no rescue. Because that is a lot of what we say. Our people love to do. Commit crime and then run to the church. Come confess, brother. You know, come confess.
Real talk,
And the only way we're going to get released from this. The worse than animal, man. The worse than animal. What kind of torture you want to put this little girl through? What kind of torture you want to put this little girl through? Them for paying her everywhere, my brother. Everywhere. I just go and do the hide them a bit. And I follow a couple of guys them on the social media. The virgin who him come on and him talk to the doctor and them thing there. Me rate you, me rate him, me rate a couple more forces when me see I do it.
Real
But
thing.
so far I only do it the best. You see?
Respect.
Let's go and keep the foot on the pedal, brother.
Alright, my brother, respect.
See?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah, man, I'm putting in the works, man. I'm putting in the works. I'm doing it different. I'm totally doing it different, bro. Totally doing it different. You understand? No joke about it. I'm totally doing it different. You understand? I'm doing it totally different. Big up to everybody that definitely, you know what I mean, saying, yo, keep up the good work and do the things the right way. You know, we doing it. We are definitely doing it. Okay, I am hearing things on the police investigation. All right. Is it already a closed case? Okay. Well, it's not a closed case. The case has not closed as yet. I'm reading a text from somebody saying that they heard that I'm not hearing anything on the police investigation. Are they investigating or is it already a closed case? Nah, man. Them can't close the case like that so quick. I haven't heard anything but closing the case so quickly. You understand? Because, that's crazy at the end of the day. What Shawty said.
Another question. Were persons able to see this guy's face while he was on his live?
Oh, guy. Well, there's the next thing, too. I don't know why he didn't show his face on the live. You understand? I don't know why he didn't show his face. I see a lot of persons are sending me what happened in Linden. I heard a man was drowned in a pool in Linden, but I'm going to try to get some information with that. At least we could do a live later on tonight about that situation that happened in Linden. We're going to try cover that story also, guys. Okay, so thanks to everybody who's sending me the video and so forth. I'm going to try my best to try get all information after the show. So I can't promise you, but I might do a live tonight. But normally you don't know daytime, yeah. Monday to Friday, you know what it is. That's what we're talking about. All right, let's get this caller here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Yeah, brother, where you calling us from?
U.S. Virgin Islands.
All right, what's your take on this?
Well, the take on this, how I look at the situation is very sad and everything. But when it comes into a second in top C, the government ain't supposed to, literally, ain't supposed to deny that because investigation could go further.
Right.
And this is a part of fascism because these are the people, them kids. They want to know what really happened because there's a lot of covering up and there's a lot of misled of this investigation because a lot of evidence destroyed and all these things. And to my point of view and my investigation, looking online and see what's going on, I'm not a social media person or whatever, but it hurt me, and I was looking at your show from long before.
Okay.
Because I submit to you, I subscribe to you long before because I'm Guyanese, but I'm not a social media person, but I want to know what's going on in Guyana because Guyana is a place you don't know what really going on there because they have all kind of nonsense be going on, and you'll be saying, hey, Guyana is not a real place, man. You know the talk?
Yeah, I know the talk.
But with the election, I literally, I don't believe in politics, and I don't support politics because I am believing religion too.
I believe in naturalness, you know, because religion is a man-made thing.
Real talk.
But I have to talk upon my country, which, you know, I don't deal with religion and I don't deal with politics. But what's going on in Guyana is real fuckery, skullduggery.
Yeah, man.
Real skullduggery when it comes into the opposition and the president right now, the government right now, because this going on for years. They ain't doing nothing for the country and the people them. The infrastructures and with the billing and stuff, they ain't doing nothing. They hold the bank, they borrowing money to build these things. And we sitting on gold and oil and all these resources. You know what I'm saying? And they still holding the bank, the World Bank, so much money and still borrowing money. They don't even have meters at the pumps. ExxonMobil ain't even paying taxes. Before time they said that when they go in power, they're gonna change all of these things. Boy, it's bare skullduggery. We getting exploited to the extent. And these guys just sit back in there and they ain't fighting for the people them. They ain't fighting for the people them.
All right, my brother. Let me get the next call. Thanks for coming through. Yeah? The phone going off right now. Let me hear somebody.
Okay, my boy. Have a good one.
One love all time. Thanks everybody for coming through. Hi, good morning.
Yeah, morning, Adriana.
Yes, I. Where you calling us from?
Like I say, Jamaica.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I just have a couple questions. I'm gonna make it very quick. All right. The better man that we talk about take compensation, right? Never strong feelings about the situation. So my question to you, the better man, you have kids? Because if you have kids, I don't think that's right out of their mouth. If you have kids, that's a number one. Number two, now from this thing happen, I always tune into your thing, all right? It is obvious to know that it's a cover up, and the president of Guyana to be looking at himself and say every police officer who was there need to be accountable. And I'm gonna tell you why I say that. If there's a crime scene, what's the first thing a policeman did? Is draw yellow tape. Am I right?
Right.
They found that little girl in the pool. Do you see a yellow tape around that
No,
pool?
nobody never did that.
Thank you very much. So, you see, people just talking, but we're not looking at the depths. It obviously showed that everything was a cover-up because this is a crime scene. You don't see a yellow tape. You don't see, even the police was standing right at the pool. They don't come and say, okay, listen, do not touch that body.
And them something there, for real.
Come on, man. I wonder some of them people really have kids, bro. You know, my daughter, 8-year-old, man. And every time I watch back that thing, it come like it just happened all over again. Believe you me, man.
Yes,
it
father.
hurt, you know. And for this man to come talk about compensation, you know, man. The brother man really have it really have me.
I'm telling you, man.
Just like I called before, you know, man. We don't know what this little girl gonna be, you know, man. She could be the next prime minister, you know, brother.
Real thing, fam.
And I'm gonna come talk about compensation, brother. You talk about the man that just end with me like say every one of them police them. When they got the hotel. They need to go to prison, look everything else because the first thing you're supposed to secure is a crime scene. Why they never do that? Mr. Commissioner, yeah, listen, you call all the way from Jamaica. Yeah, we have a one problem at Jamaica, yeah. Right? But you need to step down, bad man, because you should make sure that crime scene is secure.
See though? Watch that.
You know why? my last little few words, you know why this gonna show up Guyana? I'm gonna tell you why. Dear thing, man, we in the Caribbean, tourism will live up, I could have anybody say them come to Guyana, come chillax, I walk with them picnic, and it happened to them children,
You're the second man calling and say that, bro, for real. Could have be anybody,
that
for
me
real.
look, it could have been anybody, Next thing again, I go draw to you, Me condone any violence when it comes to anybody, whether children, man or woman.
Yeah, man.
Some little madman throw some acid on some kids, right? I condone that. But you know, I look on some days ago, those kids and the teachers was at the president house. And I'm saying, Mr. President, why did you invite the young family? The young family at your house.
Yo, youth, you're real, no?
Why you never invite the young family, the young family at your residence and give them a little comfort? Just like you invited these 3 kids and their parents at your house, Mr. President.
Not cutting you, right? What kind of race you acknowledge was there?
Then we all see it, no man. Come on.
Well, all right. So what trying to bring to you as sort of viewers is that they literally is making it look like a racial thing, because these kids and the teacher is a kind of Douglas Indian kind of looking person.
Yes,
so
man.
This is what I'm trying to tell you why they keep this shit. You see this? Big up yourself, brother. Keep talking. Go ahead. Yeah, man. Yo.
So I'm gonna run now, but my last question. I'm going to come here and say, no, we're not perfect. I'm going to go back again. Mr. Commissioner, Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. President, if it was your daughter, I know a lot of head would have already rolled already. If it was your niece, I'm not even going to say daughter, if it was your niece,
you see me?
Mr. President,
Straight.
Mr. Prime Minister, the Commissioner of Police, heads would have been rolled. Every single police was at that hotel. Need to give accountable.
Yeah, man.
Need to lose their job. Need to question why that crime scene never. And Mr. President, I'm all the way from Jamaica. I've come Guyana once, many years ago. Why you didn't invite the young family to your residence, sir?
Your residence, aye.
Carry come, the leader of Carry come. I'm calling all the Prime Minister of CARICOM. What we're not hearing enough, you guys. Have a great man.
Respect, my brother. Yeah, man. What? Yo, the brethren there, the man make a lot of sense indeed. Why the young family was never at the president's house? Because why they bring the teacher and the kids at the president's house? Because they're trying to make it look like it's a political or a racial situation. Now we hear the whole story with this whole acid being sprinkled. God, it wasn't true. It was sprinkled. It was not thrown. You know, the Adriana thing got me so caught up that me never get to talk about that. I gotta really talk about that situation. But would the government, would the leaders are trying to make it look, I feel like it's a political or a racial situation. Because what the school and the school children got to do with anything? I know for a fact, these guys them that was in the looting, the protests and all these things, whoever was in the protests, nobody had no focus on going and sprinkle nothing upon kids. That was not it. I know for a fact. Because the protest, or should we say the kids with the school or wherever had nothing to do. And when that happened, when really that happened? You know what I mean? Hello, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Hey, morning, and good morning to everyone.
Yes. Go ahead.
I'm happy that the gentleman would have raised that point.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen ever since that incident The photograph of those two young men have been circulating back on the social media as wanted. Because it was highlighted by many persons that those two same young men that they put out the wanted bulletin for, that they claim through the acid on these teachers and the kids, they're already in remand, serving time for robbery. It's an old video.
Okay.
Oops. Guyana Daily News took down the post since it was circulated that these men are already in prison serving the time.
Oh my God.
And it was also said that the Region 4 head of department knew of this incident. It's a personal vendetta between the teacher and somebody's husband that she's involved with.
Oh my God.
And ever since then, there have been no wanted bulletin for these two young men on that motorcycle. These people thinking that we're fools. James Bond, I guess, on that note too, he's trying to cover the land case matter that PPP got in court for when they took office in 2020. Let's not forget about that too, you know.
Wow. Watch out, though.
Remember, he have a matter in court with the amount of land that they claimed he sold when he was serving as the MP under the previous government. Let's not forget about these things, you know.
Oh my God, talk the thing, eh?
You see, the thing with us is a lot of people know things people want to speak, but our freedom of speech is no longer available to us, so to speak. Persons want to come out. So you see, trust, we have trust issues. We're taking yesterday incident as an example. Because when you think you're having a genuine conversation with somebody that you think you trust, people are recording you. People are sending these voice notes and these recordings to another friend, thinking that they're going to keep it a secret as well. Well, I always say, my friend have a better best friend. I would use the word better best friend. So my friend is my daughter.
You're right. You're right, girl.
Have a great day.
Bless day, sis. She's so right with that. You ain't telling you? She's so right with that. Not gonna tell no lie, but I know it is gonna take like 3 more calls and then I'm gonna call it that. It's crazy. Hi, good morning.
Hey, big up yourself. I agree with what the caller just said. You understand? No, because I was listening to voicemail circling around on Facebook. You understand? They're saying that she have her husband and the husband pay somebody to throw this acid on her. You understand? Because the photos them that circulating, the 2 guys already in prison. You understand? You see what the Guyana government doing? So when you see the people go mad, is all of this fuckery they're going on with.
I telling you, boy. Beers,
you understand? A woman got a voice note circling around. I was listening it up to last night. You understand? But what the woman saying? The woman says the family come out and expose and say that she cheating on the husband. And the husband like he can't take it. So he pay a coolie man for throw this acid on she and the children. And what you think they do? They jump out and say 2 black man do it. You understand? You see, Guyanese better wake up and see what these coolie people they doing.
I'm telling you, boy.
You understand? They gotta get up and see what these people is doing.
They're making joke.
You see all the guys that with the tech and the saying calling them but scrap head and all these shit. They got those guys, those innocent guys in jail, but Guyanese got to hold hand and rally around and let them guys come out.
Straight sis, not no lie. Real crazy.
We gotta get rid of that government. We got to get rid of that government. No, it's too much. It's too much for we black people. We got to get rid of them.
Real talk. No
That's
joke.
my take.
Thank you, sis. Yeah, man. Hi. It's too much of craziness. You know what I mean? This person was Leroy, the guy with the wet pants and shoes. Every question, he should be on the most wanted list. This is why I'm saying, me know why Leroy isn't on the wanted bulletin, just like all the rest of people them that they definitely put up on the wanted bulletin. Me, no. I want to figure out the same thing too. You understand? Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning. I'm a Guyanese living in the islands.
Okay.
I am so disturbed of this incident, and my pals, it seems like it's a whole mess. The whole thing messed up. The scene is a mess. I don't know if somebody trying to cover things up.
I telling
you. Know, it could be my children. I got 6 children, and it's like if my child get touched, I cry, and you can see that Indians and black come out. It's not no like some. I see some people put posts and saying black people doing this and black people. Yeah, this thing is everybody touch. It's everybody touch. Nonsense when people saying that. It's everybody touch, and it seems like big cover up there, even in the government and the police force. They got cover up going on. They shouldn't to please and comfort the citizens of Guyana. The government should able to bring in investigators from overseas, because the Guyana police force is compromised. I don't trust them, right? I don't trust them. I can't. You need to bring overseas investigators, and it's so sad. I just pray that the truth must be revealed, and when the truth revealed, people are supposed to get. They should get hung. I don't
telling
you.
Yeah, man.
They need to bring things like this. You can't just hang them.
Yes, serious back anything. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, hang them. If they want to hang man, I will come and do the hanging. I come in myself. I hang them for free.
Yeah, my brother. Thank you.
Yeah, my brother. You take care, man. You do your thing.
Good. Respect. Ja. Hey, we got a few more before we get out of here, guys. This is what I want to bring to y'all attention, like the man went saying. Now, people were saying this is a flower. Y'all see carefully, right? Now, they are saying that this pond's wet. No, them saying that the ponds, right? This ponds that the man got on, right now, this is how the ponds stay. Because his cousin went, and this is what his cousin was saying. Now, we could see clearly that this man boots wet. Y'all see what's going on there. Y'all could see wet print there right around the tip of his boots is so what the side of his boots from when he walk. This is 2 footsteps, then he lift up his right leg and put it up here. So all of this is water stain from his boots. What's tremendous people talking about this how the pants stay, and this we could literally see this pants wet because the boots is also soaked. The boots is also soaked. Why I wanted bulletin in out for he? Watch he pants. I really want to shoot it because I want to get copy. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. Wait a minute, guys. And people saying there's some wet, something and something wet. It's bare foolishness. You know what I mean? It's foolishness at the end of the day. You understand? It's foolishness at the end of the day.
Well, today our Israel First Congress almost voted on a bill to ban boycotting Israel and
Who's this person? You understand? But like I say, man, thanks to everybody that definitely check in. We out. It was a pleasure being here with you guys. You don't know what going. We meet the mark. We've been here for 2 hours. Like I said, we're gonna try do some covering with the Linden story with the man that fell in the pool. I'm gonna do some work right now, get some information, get some things started out and so forth. So big up to everybody that definitely take time out to check in. Shout out to all the callers that call in this morning. Peace and love, like I said. Justice for Adriana. I heard some good news just now. I can't tell y'all, but I heard some great news just now. You understand? Yeah, man. Some great news. You understand? Take 2 more calls before we get out of here. Hello, good morning.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
I call you from Cape. I hear listening to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
I just want to know. And I asking myself this, when is this going to be over? When is it going to be over? Because all the lies that the government is trying to hide, you can't hide lies because the truth does always prevail, right?
Mm-hmm.
The truth will always prevail, no matter what you do.
Don't matter.
God is slow, but he's sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
God very slow, but he's sure what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
So I just want, knowing that I is an Indian, I called you yesterday.
Big up.
I called you yesterday, I is an Indian, and I want them to know. I want the Indian community, or whatever they call themselves, Indian or Coolie, I want them to know this. And I'm making this clear. They got to stop taking side and see wrong from right and right from wrong. And what they need to do in Guyana, I see a few Indian people is out there.
Mm-hmm.
What the Indian people need to do, they need to come out and stand with our African brothers and sisters, because we are Africans too. And the Dravidians, because you know they said they don't have a caste system. They got caste system in India. Mm-hmm. So you know they're against their own people. If they're darker, you know them. And they said they're not them type of people. And it's right in their own system, the caste system. What they need to do, brother, is come out and stand as a black man and as a black woman with your brothers and sisters, so the government could fall. If they all stand together, the government, there's no government. That is what they need to do. Use common sense, use their brains, and come out in the 1,000, because Guyana is only about 700,000 people, 83,000 square miles, right? Mm. I know geography well about my country, and I live in Canada. Okay. Come out, people, come out. Don't sit in and let injustice happen. Don't sit in. Yeah, come out. Come out to your hole. And you know what? If you speak out on the government, they kill you, like how they do the man in the pool. All right, look like the top cap get paid, you see me?
All right, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Blessed love, yes sir.
Yeah, brother, where you calling us from?
Chevy Chase, Maryland.
All right, go ahead.
I am so surprised. And he hasn't called in the FBI. We have Scotland Yard there, and they haven't called out the British Brigade. We have Canada ambassador there. We have all these heads of government there. And none of them in call out their individual investigation team to put a step in this investigation here, sir, brethren. All they coming out and saying is, but hold peace down and don't war. Is revolution was starting, Guyana, no blood, River Jordan gonna run, you know. River Jordan gonna run, but you see that brethren that just comment, the Indian brethren, big up and respect, because it's time now for the Indian population now to come out. We're doing this for the youths, them. It's 5 races in Guyana. All right, and we representing the 5 race. I burn the one Guyana thing there, straight fire, red fire, burn that. All right, it's 5 races we're dealing with, and we need to come out and get this government out and stand up and bring justice for this little this baby what it does violate.
Real thing, Dan.
You understand?
Yeah, man.
Because it's not I feeling it alone. It's in the diaspora. everybody feeling it because I listening to all the countries that call in. Big up my Jamaican fans. Big up Trinidad, Dominica, St. Lucia, VI. Everybody feeling this.
Yeah.
Because we are all parents. You hear the word I say parents. We are parents. We have children. They are the future of the world, the new generation to come. It's them we defending. This is what we living for. This is what we just work for. We taking care of the youths. Them. We gotta come out, man. Come out. Fire burn Mr. Bun. I ain't even miss any no more, man, because it's just a judgment now for reaching any family. You understand? You trying to get rid of the case so you got hide away with you and the PPP them, and you're trying for fuel thing, but don't gonna help you. You understand? No money can't the man even say it. No money in the world can't bring God back. The man said it. The man said it. He don't want no money. He want justice for you, Ty. You say? You coming on TV, you lock your office and burn down. You're talking stupidness about what money is compensation. Y'all get.
I tell you, Yeah, brother, thank you for coming through, Anyway, thanks everybody for coming in. I see Mado just now said do it bring the live tonight. You know Mado's my dupes. Mado said bring it on tonight. All right, good. Well, we definitely going to do a show tonight. Definitely we're going to try cover the man that passed away in Linden. Also, we're going to try cover the acid that was spilled. I'm going to try get the video whereby someone came out and spilled the whole beans upon the whole acid situation. So shout out to everybody. Tonight we're going to be back here. I'm going to try come early, same time 8 or it's going to be 8:30. All right, so as my boy Maru said, bring it on tonight. We're going to try to discover some more stuff tonight, definitely. But like I said, I heard some great news, guys, that I can't share with you guys, and it's pertaining to Adriana, okay? God is in charge. God is good, and he's good all the time. Peace and love to all my brothers. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay positive, and stay real. Bon Feek. Tonight, 8:30, we're going to be in the building, okay? So look out. Tonight, all right, the comment is back said tonight. All who say you want a show tonight. If you guys in the chat right now, you want me to go live tonight, let me see you comment tonight. That's all I want to see. Tonight, if I get about 6 tonight, I'm definitely going to be coming live back tonight. I got to come and give you guys some more updates with what's going on. All right, so tonight at 8:30, we're going to be back in the building. We're going to try to cover some stuff. Live tonight, all right. All right, tonight. Everybody said, all right, tonight. Watch out tonight. Yo, I'm going to tell y'all something. I love y'all, I know. From the bottom of my heart, I love y'all. Yo, I love you badly. So tonight, definitely, y'all set up yourself. We the back here tonight. We're going to be covering the Linden death with the man that drowned in the pool. We're going to be covering the story with the acid, and we're still going to try cover some more update on Adriana. All right, guys? Tonight for sure, tonight. All right, watching from Long Island. Shout out to you tonight. Brazil, love it. Love you. All right, tonight. All right. Well, don't say nothing no more tonight, 8:30. As everybody said tonight, we coming back here at 8:30 tonight, right here. So, okay, guys, peace and love. See you guys. Have a blessed day. Until tonight, we back in the building. I'm out.